Almost like the flashpoint, where it starts, one of the key matrix lines that will help shatter this status centralized system.
Hello, folks. This is Flashpoint Radio, and I am your host, Jay-Z. Thank you for joining me. It is Tuesday, May 15th, 2012, and by my count, I owe you 2 days plus 1 day of Flashpoint Radio. I had some difficulties getting things done on Friday and Monday, but we are going to power through, and no matter what, you are getting this information. We're going to look first in part 1 of Tuesday's Flashpoint Radio at what we were going to discuss on Friday, which was the abuse of power by those in positions of authority in this country. Some examples, some articles for you to check out, links as always below in the description. And we're going to look at some articles that will catalog and will demonstrate what happens when we give power to normal men. And what happens when we assume that those that are in a position of authority or those with a badge are good. Remember, we're not good. We are sinful, all of us. Therefore, we all have the ability to be corrupted. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The people with the most power and that are the closest to you are police. They are the ones that deal with you. Senators, presidents, congressmen, council members, they're not the ones pulling you over. They're not the ones citing you. It is the police that we give the power to. So they are the most corruptible in this country. And the good cops must stop this. Don't rat out your friends. Stop this game of protecting bad cops, because when you protect bad cops, it gives you all a bad name. But let's get right into the news of last week. From Fort Lauderdale, WPBF.com reports baby, 18 months old, ordered off plane at Fort Lauderdale Airport. A man and a woman and their 18-month-old child were on an airplane, a JetBlue airliner, and the attendants asked them to be removed, or asked them to remove themselves from the airplane because someone came up on the no-fly list. The man assumed that it was either him or his wife. His wife wears a hijab, and they are both Middle Eastern, but it turns out it was their 18-month-old daughter, Rihanna. Beautiful young girl. They were removed from the plane. Some computer glitches were taken care of, and they were told they could remain or return to the plane. They decided it would be too embarrassing. And of course, the TSA says it was a JetBlue problem. JetBlue said it was a TSA problem. Finger pointing all day long. And it's the citizens who are getting the brunt of idiocy and of the incompetency of the security apparatus in this country. And coming from that, on Fox and Friends last Thursday, Geraldo Rivera appeared on the panel while discussing this 18-month-old child and their ordeal with JetBlue. And he was quoted as saying he was manually raped by a TSA agent. He said, quote, "This guy, it seemed to me, was getting off on it." This happened on his last flight to Afghanistan. And he stated that the tighter the gentleman got on his testicles, the angrier he got. Americans, citizens, that is the normal reaction. Not to cower, not to bow to this false authority, but to get angry when someone tramples on your rights. Nobody has the right to grab your genitals. You are not a criminal. They do not have that right. Remember that. But this is the TSA in this country, and well, we have to put up with it, do we not? Because not only are normal citizens getting put through this, but the public, or the celebrities are as well. From CBS DC, TSA agents conduct full Monty pat-down of Henry Kissinger. Oh, that crumpy little old fart that decided to use the food as a weapon in UN documents in the 70s and was integral in setting up the tyranny that the CIA runs on us today. He was groped and patted down by the TSA. Do you see the PSYOP people? They do this to people in positions of power, to celebrities. So you, the true sovereigns who have all the rights that those people do, think, oh, well, if they do it to celebrities, then they can do it to me. I mean, come on. No, they can't do it to anyone, no matter your color, no matter your race, no matter your creed, no matter your religion, no matter your social status. You are all citizens, and you were afforded those rights given to us in the Constitution by God, not by the government. But those of you in Chicago, Metra unveils commuter rail security restrictions for NATO. Foreign dignitaries are about to descend upon your city this weekend for the NATO summit. And what happens when foreign leaders come into America? Well, our rights are suspended. In Chicago, all Metra passengers will face carry-on restrictions and security screenings this weekend. Riders will be allowed only one briefcase-sized bag, and they will not be allowed to carry boxes, luggage, backpacks, pocket knives, bikes, food, or liquid. This includes all beverages such as coffee and soda. So that Morning Joe that you need to get through the day is now illegal because foreign dignitaries are in your city. So when the foreigners come, our rights go out the window. Don't you just love it? And how about this nugget out of Pittsburgh? CBS Pittsburgh headline reads, 4-year-olds overdue library books returned after police sent to family's house. The library board, after repeated attempts to get these books back from the 4-year-old, decided to send the police to collect. So to all you people who don't believe all of these piddly little restrictions and tickets and fines and all of these dumb rules aren't enforced at the barrel of a gun, proof right there. Don't pay your library book fines or don't return your library books, you get a police officer at your door, and that police officer has a gun at his hip. So yes, these things are enforced at the barrel of a gun, just like they were in Nazi Germany, just like they were in communist Russia. Moving right along to two stories that are very disturbing, and they anger me oh so much, and they're a main part of why I wasn't able to get through the first taping of Flashpoint Radio. Infowars.com. Cop kicks pregnant woman in the stomach, superiors approve. Out of DeKalb County, Georgia, a cop was responding to a domestic disturbance between a woman and her brother. And when her brother, I guess, decided to question the police's authority, he tased her. When the woman questioned the officer about why he tased her brother, he kicked her in the stomach. This woman was 9 months pregnant. I have a 9-month pregnant wife. I know what a 9-month pregnant woman looks like. And this officer stated that he did not realize she was pregnant. Oh, how do you make that mistake? But it turns out in the last 9 months, he's had 2 filings of police brutality, one involving a 53-year-old woman, another woman, and another one where he shot dead a family's chained dog when showing up at the wrong home for a call. Yes, this gentleman is on your payroll. You pay his salary. And finally, we're going to look at the story of Kelly Thomas out of Fullerton, California. Full video below. It's 33 minutes. It's very disturbing. But this is the case of the 37-year-old schizophrenic homeless man who was beaten by multiple Orange County police officers, and he died 5 days after that beating. Some of the excerpts from that video are things like the first officer on scene snapping rubber gloves and saying, "These are my fists. They are getting ready to F you up." And well, at the very end of the tape, when recounting what happened to other officers who showed up, one of the officers, Officer Cincinnati, who is facing battery, I believe, he stated that after he tased Mr. Thomas, he had ran out of options, so he used the butt end of the taser to, quote, smash his face in. Those are the words of the police officer. Smash his face in. And what does a smashed face look like when the police get done with it? Warning, graphic images ahead. But this is a picture of what Kelly Thomas looked like normally. Normal looking person. He obviously had a unkempt beard, sort of like I do, and he was a homeless man. This is a previous picture. But this is what he looked like after the police got through with him. Wow. Yes, this is what happens in America to people who get paid by your tax dollars, that you entrust to enforce the law. Remember, they're law enforcement officers now. They're no longer peace officers. They're no longer public servants. They're law enforcement officers. Who makes the laws? Bureaucrats. So what are they? No longer LEOs. They are BTE, bureaucratic thug enforcers. That's right. So all of you good cops, who most of you are good cops, we cannot overlook this anymore. You cannot turn around when your bad cop friends decide to beat somebody or plant drug evidence on somebody. You need to call them out because they're giving you a bad name, and it will become dangerous for you if you do not call out the bad police. There are good people in this country, and they outnumber the bad people. But until we recognize those bad people, until we point them out, until we recognize the evil that is overtaking this country, we'll never triumph. And remember, we win in the end. So if this be the final battle, we win. Have no fear of death. Death is nothing. I am not a slave to death, therefore I am free. I am free. Thank you for viewing part 1 of Tuesday's Flashpoint Radio. I will see you in just a second. God bless. Keep your eyes to the sky.
With the feathers of angels stuck beneath your head. The regulator swinging pendulum.